Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story. And there's Saren. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with all 5 members of the Mongoose Crew. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
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 Hello. We're here. Here we are. For those that don't know what this is, hi, we're a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, having 5 parties living, existing, and breathing in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Astera, for as long as it still exists. So if this is your first time watching the channel, we hope you have a wonderful time. Enjoy. As I know we will. No announcements, so just the normal sort of spiel. If you're wanting to support the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you're watching this. So if that is on YouTube, I can't remember the name of the button is, but yeah, YouTube or Twitch, please feel free to follow and subscribe. It helps us out a ton, and just knowing that you're thinking about us, because gosh dang, I'm thinking about you. All of you. Every last one of you. I felt like that sounded a lot creepier than I meant it to be. It was supposed to seem like quasi-endearing, and it just got creepy. It's not creepy though, because I'm saying it's not creepy.
It's like you're over Miranda's shoulder whispering that.
Yeah, it's not creepy.
I'm not ready to talk about that.
Miranda has the hiccups. Everybody should laugh. Oh, no one's gonna laugh at that? Fine. It'll just
I laughed on mute.
Okay.
To be respectful.
As did I. I laughed like this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Mike, when are you gonna get that laugh fixed, dude?
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha.
You can get laughs
right.
like surgery.
Or I could laugh like a rich person.
I propose that's our new intro.
That's a very
we
rich
start
person.
Out.
Yeah.
Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and laugh like a rich person.
I'm so rich I could pay someone to laugh for me.
That's how a billionaire laughs.
Beautiful.
Thanks,
was Aldrin
Miranda.
saying that.
Beautiful. Yeah, where were we? Also, you can check out our Instagram and TikTok down below at It's a Long Story _TTRPG. We can find some of our favorite moments so far of 2024. I think we're gonna be adding some stuff of the new year here pretty soon. So, and you can like and follow there if you would like, and I'd be even happier, and I'd care even more about you. All right. Cool. So that is it as far as that goes. I believe is do we have Kayla doing notes today?
Yep.
Or doing recap? Cool. Awesome. All right. So before we begin tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off. So Kayla, please take it away.
Okay, so last week we began in the Grove, and while sparring with Noros, Gwar heard a message in his head from his possibly ex-girlfriend, Saoirse, telling him that he needs to come home. And while distracted, Noros landed a hit on him. He responded to her and asked how she knows he's alive, and also asking how her father is. And when Eldrin arrives after being told of the message, she's skeptical of her intentions and whether or not she could be under Tal's influence. She insists the group gather to discuss their next steps, so that they assemble at the table. Gwar notes Broomhilda's curiosity about his recently received message. Wilbur notices greenish soot coming from Gutter's bloomlings when he wakes up and warns Gwar to handle him before he hurts him. And Saren, nearly ethereal due to not taking a soul for several days, sits down while Raylor hesitates, and then Saren insists he joins, despite Eldrin's wariness of Raylor's possible Tal influence. Eldrin's gaze softens as she looks at Noros, and Milo mends a few things on the empty seat between him and Huxley. Brumhilda tells Wilbur that she has an idea to rebuild her magical mansion Marvin even quicker. She thinks that the wombats should help gather materials and fell some trees, and Wilbur and Milo think that they should ask Riley first. Eldred leads a conversation about our next move, dealing with the possibility of infiltrating Dwundelver, which is Tull's base, and rallying our allies north of Grifton. Huxley learns that Brumhilda is a living light just like Tull, and the effect of the aura that they give off in times of extreme emotion. Eldrin asks him to create some kind of device to suppress the charismatic aura of the living lights, or at least protect us from the aura. Huxley reluctantly agrees to help build it. Raylor says that these beings of living light managed to be able to harness the charismatic aura of being liked, feared, or even worshipped for a time, and they were all taken away by some sort of celestial beings, except for Tull and now apparently Brumhilda. Eldrin confronts Raylor about the notes that he used with Huxley to build machines requiring blood. Raylor explains that he won the notes from an old man with white hair, blue eyes, and a long beard. He explains that the blood part was not in the notes, it was just said that it required a significant resource. He goes on to explain that there's something different about the blood of individuals with magic, or yes, magic is in the blood. Saren and Milo present the jars of blue magic and blood that they discovered. Raylor confirms that the jars of magic's potential danger and recommends blessing them to prevent misuse. Huxley admits to selling some of the magic and leading to Saren to finding the jar under the Temple of Ilmater. We learn that when Raylor left Huxley, he went north to the Pyre Mountains in search of a magic school in North Imea, but was attacked and captured, and the last 6 months of his life have faded in and out. Eldrin mentions Maplelease, where a version of Valmos potentially interacted with a version of Raylor, of which the current one we're in front of knows nothing about. Raylor explains that this magic that he created is made of blood, natural resources, and a sprinkle of dominium, which is an extremely volatile, bright blue glowing substance that can be found mined in caves and is tied to the weave, magic, ley lines, etc., places that magic users tap into for their spells. And it was vital for the creations. The group learns it was used in blood magic experiments to suppress negative reactions and create regenerative machines. And then when Eldrin asks about Saren's current condition, it leads to her telling the whole group about seeing Elder Theros ripped apart underground while trying to do a ritual with Cavish's body while she was on the ethereal plane. She draws the runes for Brumhilda and tells us she saw Cavish get sucked into the earth and found Ewolf's dead body. Brumhilda says it seems like he was trying to steal the life force to feed something else, which could possibly be the father or the Nathalist. Is that right? Nathalist. There we go. Brumhilda tries to explain to Riley about her ideas for the wombats to help gather materials for Marvin to be rebuilt, and eventually she agrees and the two go off to talk. Gwar helps some of the wombats get with the trees, loaning out his daggers and casting shatter. Milo works with Wilma and gives her his billowing cloak of protection. And then when Brumhilda comes back from getting in trouble with Riley, she takes comfort in listening to Gwar talk about how she can apologize to Marvin if he has a memory of what happened. Before Saren joins the Marvin mission, she crutches Raylor as he goes to help with Huxley and gives him her talisman of vitality for protection. She also suggests creating a familiar resembling Huxley's lost companion, Gaston, as a peace offering. Raylor is trying to be mad at Huxley for selling his creation, but this makes him falter, and she leaves him with a kiss on the cheek and runs off to help Winona with the trees. Eldrin also catches Raylor before leaving and advises him to consider how his actions made Huxley feel like he wasn't enough before leaving, and Raylor softens, acknowledging her point. Then Eldrin heads to her and Noros' yurt to perform a spell to uncover information about Tull. She enters a vision where she unlocks hidden knowledge wiped from history. She sees a locked box, which she struggles to swim towards and eventually unlocks it, and disjointed images begin to appear. There are two blurred figures in a sandy desert saying they are on the train, and then more visions fade in and out. These individuals with the same blue eyes but different faces in different settings. A ship leaving a tropical island coastline, figures looking down from a snowy mountain as a group walks through the snow, and a hanging the moment Wilbur and Brumhilda met, when Eldrin was dead. The figures are watching from atop a building. Then a vision of the afternoon sky, the moon visible with something exploding off of it, hurling towards Astera, blue flames outlining the circles around the center of an eye and an insignia. The brightness increases until Eldrin wakes on the floor, disoriented and bleeding from her nose. Milo finds her an hour later, shaking from having witnessed something she shouldn't have, repeating that we're being watched. Milo gathers the group, and she recounts her vision, including the insignia. Brunhilde casts Private Sanctum and records Eldrin's account. When Milo steps out near the end of the recounting, he notices a crater on the moon, as if a piece is missing, and realizes its possible ominous connection to Eldrin's vision. And that's all.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kayla. Anything else to add, my friends?
So much lore.
Awesome.
No, good job, Kayla.
Good job, Kayla.
Thanks.
Sweet. Okay, cool. I think I'm ready. Bonesaw is ready. Anybody?
Bonesaw is ready.
Thank you, Jamie. Let's. You guys want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
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 Great. Miranda, you want to play some D&D?
Hey, Miranda. Joe asked, "Do you want to play some D&D?"
Hey, Jamie, can you tell Joe that I said sure?
Joe, Miranda said, "Sure."
Okay, great. Thanks. Well, I guess if everybody's ready, we will jump in to tonight. Well, we're here tonight. We'll jump into D&D time. Here we go. As we so a little bit of time has passed, and we can kind of talk about what had kind of like led to this moment. But I would say at about this, like, most of what had happened had taken form of early morning, or sorry, yeah, from late morning to early afternoon. So at this point, we're actually kind of close to, I'd say, about like 5 or 6 p.m. As you are all standing around this empty, ripped up sort of area of the woods, looking at something that I don't have ready yet. I knew I was missing something. Looking at this manifestation of what you guys would know to be as Marvin. There is a little bit of a more shoddy level of workmanship here. You can tell that there was a lot of things that were rushed. I would say that even with how the hut or how Marvin looked before, Marvin actually looks even a little bit smaller. You can notice that there are some gaps between the log walls, and also you notice that at this point the house's legs have not seemed to. They were actually having to be built from like wooden beams. And while they're starting to kind of like formulate the like little bits of like the kind of like weirdly like reptilian style skin that chickens have on their legs, it is kind of in this weird sort of in between point where it still seems to kind of like be like rickety and not moving. So it is I'll say, like, you see Brunhilde kind of like turn around as she's like kind of like doing like the last like sort of like movements and making like glyphs and things like that, and just kind of turns around to the rest. She goes, okay, it is it'll look better than this. You know, just I figured better just have a head start for us to be in, but
yeah, magic will do a lot, right?
yeah. At this point, you see one of the birds kind of like flies to the like top sort of like awning, and you see this like this chunk of wood just fall off to the ground as she says that. That wasn't important. As you all are facing this facing the facing Marvin, this weird sort of Baba Yaga hut that is looking, like I said, considerably not as good. I'd like anybody to let's say we'll kind of go around and say like if there's anything that we need to kind of work out that has kind of like led to this moment or stuff that you wanted to do here. But I will also say for anybody who wants to check in on Huxley and Raylor, like insight check wise, certainly could. So we'll start. We'll go backwards. We'll start with Jamie. Start with Milo. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're close enough. I think right now Milo is Milo's probably walking over to pick up that piece of shingling or whatever, and and just he's gonna walk up Marvin's leg and try and like wedge it back into place. He doesn't have anything. So he's just kind of here to help right now. He's gonna Brumhilda, do you think Marvin's gonna have like a memory of? Well, how many times have you had to do this? Do you think he's gonna have a memory of the last time he was around, or do you think it'll be like Marvin number 2 situation, or?
Well, I mean the consciousness that I kind of borrow from to be able to make Marvin here is I would say most likely yes, he still has memory. We've already kind of like worked out as I've been trying to have conversation with him as far as like what happened, and I've said my apologies. So if that's what you're worried about, no, it's probably water under the house.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like with you blowing everything up. Yeah, I was just I kind of wrecked a bunch of things last time I was hanging out with Marvin. I didn't want him to still be mad about me. He's probably got bigger things to worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about it.
That's good. Then, as he says that, he's gonna like catch the board as it falls again and just try to like. Yeah. That's great. That's
You hear this like kind of like this heavy like imagine like the I guess equivalent to probably like what you would hear like the creaking on a ship of like multiple sort of pieces of wood that are just not fully fastened together, that are just kind of like as it's like shifting in the wind, sort of moving back and forth. There's this heavy like almost in response to.
Could I get an insight an insight on Brumhilda, how actually confident she is that this is going to be stable? Yeah.
Give me that insight check.
It was a 14.
Cool. That was a 3. She is a little embarrassed. The idea of like this being a rush job was something that she thought would be like really kind of like exciting to be able to kind of have everybody be involved and to be able to like make it functionally work. And this like kind of like you kind of get this reading of like someone who would not consider themselves to be an artist by any means, but having a creation that is less than what it was before. I think you're probably even seeing her being surprised by how much she cares about what you guys think.
Yeah. I think as Milo's like talking with Brumhilda and so last time, was it kind of like a work in progress? Did you was Marvin kind of fixing himself as he went along? Like what's the maintenance look like? Did he start in kind of this shape and end up in his final form?
I had a lot more time,
Oh, fair.
so. But I mean, you were around during the
This-
like expansion thing, and that was
Yeah. I mean, this
It'll
is
get better.
definitely- No, this is. I was trying to compliment. This is significantly better than I'd be able to put together. I'm honestly impressed.
She mumbles something under her breath, and you hear her just saying like, "Well, that doesn't make me feel any better."
Can it still hear and record everything that we say in our rooms?
Not in your rooms.
Okay.
But I think it's just safe to just have everything kind of out in the open. Also, there are less rooms right now.
Do we have bunk beds? I always wanted bunk beds.
Yeah, we could probably figure that out. I didn't really furnish it with very much, except
cool.
for the table.
Well,
and
I
the
hope
armory.
you did put a big refrigerator in there. Because if Guar's gonna be moving in with you eventually, I mean, let's be real, I assume that's the logical next step here. That man has an appetite.
I feel like she's well aware of Gore's appetites.
It does have a sending room. It's kind of a little more like a closet right now, but
I walk up eating a giant carrot. What are you guys talking about?
the nothing.
Hey, I look up at the house. I put my arm around her. That is not nothing. You did that in a day. Can any of us build a house in a day?
Yes.
You guys. keep
No.
saying-
My house is made out of a dirt hill.
I said a house,
I mean,
Not
a
a
temple is a
sanctum.
house.
not for you, for your god.
What-
It's different. This is for
It's okay.
us.
It's okay. The honesty is actually a little more endearing. Can you not do that right in my ear, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
Yeah,
so
so- It's gonna take like probably about maybe another hour to kind of form the legs. Maybe 2.
Okay.
But
Can I get you anything like a snack or some water? Or I know where the carrots are.
no, you know what? We should probably Wilbur. We should probably go thank everybody. I assume they're Wilbur. We kind of like smash cut to like a ridiculous amount of wombats that are just like laying down flat on the field, not being used to any physical labor whatsoever. It's like dealing with the exhaustion. But they're like back towards the village or towards the grove.
Yes, I'm sure they would appreciate a thanks, but you know, they probably just need a really good meal.
Oh, okay. I'm not really much of a cook, but
I don't think you need to worry about it. I'm sure Winona's handling it.
Oh, I'll help. I would love to learn some culinary secrets from these wombats. They make some really good salads. So
It's pretty simple. You harvest it and you cut it up and you put it in a bowl and toss it and serve it.
but they make it look so nice.
Well, yes.
Remember when
what
Milo
good
thought
is a
the
salad
blueberries-
if it doesn't look nice?
Remember when Milo thought the blueberries were yams? That's how amazing they are at making it look cool.
I think a lot of the I can't say anything to that, but I think a lot of the a lot of what makes the food here so good is the soil, and like it gives a real. I think we're gonna keep it there. She's like the soil, and she kind of
Yeah.
gives like a look to everybody who like.
And then I pause and I go, Magic is in the soil.
Nope,
Yeah,
it's not that.
Eldrin, Eldrin looks at because we didn't we can go back to it if we want, but Eldrin looks at Milo and says, "You left while I was explaining things. Did you tell Huxley and Raylor what happened?"
Huxley and Raylor are
Yeah.
here on opposite ends of the line that is facing here. So Huxley's closer to you. Raylor is closer to Saren, who might be just happens to be further away.
So did
Saren-
Milo tell them what was going
That's
on?
it. Yeah, I'll say Milo can give me a quick yes or no on that. But
How long has passed, I guess, since I left
a
the
few hours, like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I feel like Milo would have spent some time like just decompressing, and then he would have found them and caught them up.
Okay, cool. You would have found
Because they were working together on
they were
something, right?
you would have found Raylor working at a like a very like makeshift table outside.
Mm.
Nowhere near Huxley.
Yeah.
We'll say, for the sake of like keeping things up to speed here now, we'll say that like Milo, you don't necessarily like check in on why that's
Yeah.
that, just choosing to kind of give that information. So you had to kind of give that information twice, as Huxley would in the hut.
Yeah, I told them both.
Yeah. You all right?
No.
Fair. Well, I mean, if this sending room works as I assume it does, I might be able to reach out to I don't know. If we absolutely needed to, I might be able to reach out to some people.
I mean, I think we're at a point where we absolutely need anything that we can get.
I mean, you
To
said
help
that
in
really
the
quickly.
situation.
Have you thought about that? Like, is that okay?
Okay.
This is a long pause.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Guar, why don't you help me just do what I can for the wombats, I guess?
Oh, of course. I was gonna go check on them anyway. They looked really tired.
Yeah. You guys can go in if you want. Only just Marvin can't really bend his knees yet, so you'd have to just find a way up there.
Poor guy.
Didn't you used to have like the ladder?
Letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, do we have enough wood to just make a ladder?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would work. Okay. All right, Guar. Wilbur, if you want to come with.
Sure,
Let's go.
I'll make a ladder.
They were going, Guar and Miller were going to, like, check in on the wombats.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Which leaves Saren, Milo, Eldrin, Huxley, and Raylor to make a ladder.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Elder-
do a
yeah.
Yes, please.
insight check on Huxley.
Okay.
Just his general demeanor after working with Raylor.
I'm going to minus nothing from this. Holy cow.
26.
Yeah, I think like a 14. He seems to be much grumpier than normal. You get the feeling that interaction did not go how you hoped.
Great. Fantastic.
Raylor is not really, is also not really saying anything about it. Anything else before we just kind of move forward? I want to kind of give that space just in case.
I'm gonna Eldrin is distracted besides the like one word thing she said so far. But I think in the time before, like between when she finished telling everyone and they left to finish the house, those hours, I think she was with just Noros, and she, even though she had Broomhilda write everything down, she wrote everything down too, and she is going through in her head, replaying it in her head so she can see if her memory is changing, and it's going to get a little obsessive, but she wants to see if things are changing. So yeah.
So your when you say your memory is changing from like what you wrote down immediately after, cool. Interesting. I like that a lot. Give me a I don't know. Let me roll something. Okay. Let me check your character sheet real quick. There'll definitely be a perception check.
Okay.
It'll be relatively low.
Can I guide myself?
Sure.
That would be a nat 20 for 29, 31.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 19.
Okay, cool. With a 19, the thought kind of crosses your mind is like, if they know and they're watching us, they would have possibly seen me experience this, and who knows if they know what's going on in my mind and all this stuff. And I think it's like, it's compounding. You're kind of driving yourself a little bit crazy, kind of thinking about it. But you're able to kind of like maintain, well, here's my test. If I can check and look back and recognize my handwriting and exactly what I wrote down, and knowing that nothing had absolutely changed from that, I think you also kind of like recognize that like there's a possibility that like it might help to write something that is maybe like a slightly more concise, but including some personal details that you think that some personal details that either Eldrin would be terrified if it changed, like something that would be like deeply like personal, or things that you think there's a possibility that they might change because of for whatever reason. And then like maybe I think the thought crosses your mind is like it would be something that like you're not even entirely sure that it would be something that you could hold on to. Like maybe Noros holds on to it. And like telling Noros, like you could even like tell Noros like don't read this. But as like being able to kind of check back on that. So that's like with a 19, with the perception check on that, you see there is no change. You recognize everything that was written down on that. So
cool.
I like where your head's at. Cool. All right. So unless there is something else you need to catch up on the time that you guys had spent here, I'll say you guys are building a ladder.
I think while they're building a ladder, Milo's going to be finding like twigs and like vines on the ground where we kind of split all the like prepared all the lumber, and he's going to be trying to weave some sort of curtains for Marvin. As like a peace offering to Marvin, and also to like chip in as much as he can for Broomhilda.
Where are you getting the like cloth materials? Was that something you already had?
No, it was I was gonna try and cast away it with like vines and stuff on the ground
Okay,
that
cool.
he's found from the like trees that we felled, and yeah.
I dig it. We'll say give me an investigation check first, and I'll say for everybody else that is making the latter portion, roll for me what you think you're doing. So be something that, like, if you're literally like physically doing the hard labor of, like, kind of slamming the pieces together, be something like athletics. If you are trying to like manipulate or find the right piece of wood, it'd be an investigation or something like that, or sleight of hand if you're trying to be like nimbly trying to find like how to be able to kind of create the correct hole and whatnot.
The 14.
14, cool. With a 14, you could probably make some sort of like using like the wood fibers. You don't see a lot of vines here. This forest here is very kind of deciduousy. So say unless you like really kind of went far out and spent like over an hour trying to find vines and whatnot, you do have like all these like kind of like wood fibers that you're able to kind of like strip off the wood itself. So you can make not really necessarily a curtain, but like a blinder sort of like situation.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's gonna make those like the sick vertical blinds that go on like sliding glass doors.
Nice. So like, yeah, so putting like a weighted like branch at the end of it, like at the very like low part of it. Yeah, cool. Awesome. I like that. Yeah, so Saren and Elgin, I guess. Yeah, it's just you two.
I'm looking at this wood, and I look at Saren and I look at Noros, and I say, it would just be so much simpler if we were underwater. We don't need these. You could just swim up to the door.
Saren just shakes her head. We're not underwater. And then she makes the ladder harder because I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
And she's gonna, we'll say investigation, so 31, she's trying to find different ways to weave the vines, and she's just like really intently ignoring Eldrin's comment, and
where you're using some sailor knots.
Yeah, beautiful. I think with that, because there wasn't any sort of insinuation of like rope or whatever. I'd say with that, like, Saren, you could use your own rope. You could again be kind of like borrowing from the like wood fibers that were stripped down or like kind of pulled and tied together.
Yeah, she's looking through the like piles of leftovers to try to find things that she could use as like makeshift rope.
You got it. Yeah. So say that you're just kind of like so like making the makeshift rope. We'll say that you're basically kind of like tearing that inner sort of part of the tree off to be able to kind of create this. So the advantage to this is you can make it to be whatever like sort of like length you want. It's gonna be relatively pretty strong. The downside of it is that it could hurt a little bit if you had to go down fast, because you're essentially making a rope ladder, right? So I think, in that case, I think there's, with having that nat 20, you're also like able to make like little like footholds and handholds sort of thing. So it's kind of one of those situations that like you're able to kind of climb up this way as they're kind of like on the side, so you're not having to rope climb. Cool.
Nice.
Dig it.
It's very impressive, Saren. Where did you learn to make knots like that?
I was on a ship for a year or so. That probably helped, and I mean there was some classes in our warband training.
Is that why you were so offended when Norris and I said that pirate ships were really frustrating and annoying to deal with because they think they own the sea?
A little bit, yeah.
Makes sense.
They're actually a lot nicer than you might think.
Okay.
Noros, meanwhile, is not aware that Saren is making that. and is has two like kind of like long logs together. I would say go ahead and roll me, Eldrin. Just roll me a d20 for Nora.
Okay. I have his character sheet if you have a specific thing in mind. You can...
I think with like, because there's like the athletics of this, it would be like good, but I think the idea of like him having to do everything himself and like trying to kind of figure this out himself.
He has a +7 to survival.
All right, yeah, roll survival. I like it.
That's not very good. So 8, 9, 15.
15, cool. Yeah, 15 is not bad. 15, you see like it is a respectable ladder that you see is having to be like rope tied from one end to the other. It's not able to like make the full length of going all the way up to Marvin, but he's got like the first like 3 rungs going, and like this point he goes, honey, can I have you just like hold one end up? And
There's
like,
no point. Saren finished.
What?
There's no point. Saren finished.
Oh.
Saren just holds it up.
But yours
Okay.
looks very nice.
Do we need like a second
Sure.
one? No, it's fine. It's not going to be as good as that one. Okay, cool. Good job, Saren.
Thanks.
This is the point where Huxley just kind of like does a full eye roll and just walks off. And Raylar kind of comes up to you and goes, yeah, that was it looks good.
Thank
Saren,
you.
can I talk to you?
Um,
Just
yeah.
you?
Sure.
Thanks. Let's go.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Good luck.
Just hang out with Noros, I guess. And
There's a moment that... Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
and then she's just gonna go off with Eldrin.
There is a moment where the camera stays and it's just Noros staring down at the half-formed ladder, and Raylor kind of just like staring, and they both kind of like catch each other's eyes and then like look away to the forest about the same time.
Hey, Norris and Raylar, can you help me with the like engineering over with these blinds real quick?
They both immediately yes, and come over to help you. Beautiful. Cool. We'll go to Elgin and Sarah, and then I want to get to Wilbur and Gwar.
When you catch up to Sarah, I'm Sarah now. I'm the captain now.
Hi, Sarah.
When you catch up to Eldrin, because she started walking away when you said yeah, she was like, okay, she'll follow. She says, I wanted to ask you before I interrogated Raylor further. Are you concerned that he says he's never met Hagen?
I mean, he... Also, does Saren get the impression that he's never met him? Or it was just that he didn't go meet up with him a second time?
Sounded like he's never met him.
I'll say, Kayla, the conversation was directed towards Saren, I believe.
Yeah.
So the only conversation that was had was directed towards you. And yeah, it was kind of like signify that they had never met up.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he... I don't know, it was a long time ago. Well, no, Hagen did say they
3 years
met
ago.
up. Yeah. Before that, it had been 50 years. I don't know. Maybe Melivus did something with his memory.
Or maybe he's not the Raylor that you know.
Or all of the Raylor. I know.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we've hardly had time to talk. Maybe he just left some things out. I don't know.
Well, I will trust you to talk to him tonight and to get some of the answers in the way that you feel is best. But if they don't satisfy me, I will do it my way again.
That's fair. I mean, I'd prefer to talk to him myself first, but
No, you could feel free. You can talk to him yourself. Just let us know.
okay. Is there anything specific you want me to ask him?
It makes me uneasy that things that we thought we knew, or that at least you thought you knew, he did, or others have said about him, he doesn't recall. And so I just want to fill in those blanks.
I mean, when I was talking to him, I did mention the ring and that Hagen had said he gave it to him. He didn't mention anything different, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'll say to you what
could be something.
I'll say to you what I said to him. I don't like him, so I don't want that to. I fear I'll be biased, so I'll let you handle it for now.
Thank you, I think.
You're welcome. This is a good conversation,
It's a-
Saren.
Yeah, it was a great conversation. I'm
Yes.
so glad you hate the love of my life.
Well, he has a tendency to, leave people when things get hard, it seems, so.
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. I'm here for you as a friend.
Speaking of which, do you think I should go talk to Huxley? He just kind of wandered off, and
I think you and Raylor are the last people he wants to talk to.
I know. I haven't hardly said a word to him since we found Raylor, and
well, what's the goal here? I mean, you're with Raylor, unless the three of you are going to be together. Is that a possibility?
No, not exactly.
I don't laugh.
Not me and Huxley, but if him and Raylor, I don't know. I guess me and Raylor are kind of different in that way. We don't really put limitations on that. I guess it's not really common around here, but yeah, we don't mind. I mean, when I was on the ship, I was with Lucia and Jack, briefly, at least. So
those names mean nothing to me.
Lucia's the captain of the ship. Jack's her husband. They're kind of like us.
Okay. Well, you said it as if I should know who Lucia and Jack are. So
I told you that's who I contacted.
Oh,
the pirates.
Okay. I didn't hear anything past pirates.
Good to know. Okay.
I'm glad we're getting closer, Saren.
Yeah. This is going incredibly well, Princess.
I hope that you are not ripped back to the Shadowfell.
Once again, thanks for reminding me that I have to kill something soon before I get
I
dead.
think that should be at the forefront of your mind right now with the way you look, but I'm happy that I can remind you.
It's up there. I had to make a ladder first, though, which was significantly more important than the fact that I'm disappearing.
Completely understand. I would have put me disappearing before the ladder, but we all have different priorities, and I'm not going to judge you for yours.
I'd ask if you had any ideas on a soul I could take, but I don't. I don't think your ideas are going to be sufficient. I don't want to kill any of Wilbur's family members or anything.
And I would say I am concerned for you, but I don't want you to mistake the concern with that I'm okay with what you're doing. I mean, what I said in Honoria was I don't want to know, because it really goes against everything I am as a cleric. but I also don't want you to just kill people that don't deserve it. It's a very difficult situation, and I'm happy that I'm not having to deal with it.
I'm so uncomfortable. See
You are
you
so
next
lucky.
Tuesday.
You are so lucky Guar's not there. You are so lucky Guar's not there.
Yeah.
Eldrin,
Usually she has
as
Guar in between all of this, or Noros.
I mean, as your friend, I'm also glad you're not dealing with it, but I don't want to deal with it either. I didn't deserve for you to fix my arm because I went after someone that didn't deserve to die. I
Well, you
don't
didn't
like
know
what
that.
I'm doing either. I know I didn't know it, but I still did it because I was desperate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that to happen again. And now
Mhm.
putting it off is obviously not going to work either. So I don't know what to do. And I'm sorry you wasted Persana's help and we found out nothing. And I'm sorry you didn't get to fully save your brother when we saved Raylor. And now it might not even be him or all of him. So we're both in shitty situations.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
I told my mother that I wasted it. I didn't say it out loud to you, I don't think. Does the way I act make it seem like I think I wasted that and I don't value our friendship?
No. A little bit. It just...
Okay.
It didn't work, and I assume you would think that meant you wasted it.
You were correct in that assessment. I do apologize though that I made you feel that way. I should do a better job with keeping my disappointments to myself.
I don't think keeping your emotions in is necessarily a good thing. But
I think this is the
I
most
don't
we've
know.
talked, just the two of us.
Yeah. Can it be over soon, though, maybe?
Oh yeah, I was fine with it being
Um,
over 5 minutes ago, but you kept talking, so
Yeah, we'll
We
do
should-
this again
Yeah,
sometime, maybe, in the distant future. I'm gonna go check on the ladder and see if they got it put up.
Okay. Eldrin's gonna go look for Wilbur.
Beautiful.
Great. I can't wait to get verbally assaulted.
Elgin, roll me a luck roll.
Yeah. A 4.
Cool.
What'd you get?
As you are turning to walk away, I'll say like Saren is about 10 or so paces away as you're turning, and you guess who? You turn around and see Gutter staring right up at you.
I don't have time for you. And I turn around and walk away from him.
You see him start to follow you.
Okay. She's gonna try and ignore him as best she can.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. Meanwhile, Wilbur and Guar. So I think at a certain point, as you guys are kind of like starting to kind of come up, you see all of these wombats just full, just being real dramatic about it, as they're all kind of like laying down, just. And Brimhilda goes, "Oh, I didn't think this would take so much out of them."
Well, we're really good at running fast, but like manual labor is just very difficult. Like they'll be okay. They'll be okay. Whisper, you're okay. Just take some deep breaths. William, I promise. Just fan yourself. Cool off. It's okay. You're fine. You're okay. Remember, you've done this before. Wick, come on. Just take a breath, man. Just sit down.
I'm dying.
You're not dying. No one's dying.
I'm dying.
I mean, we're all on a slow march towards death. We know that, right? But, like, you're not dying today. It's okay.
While
can't
all this
feel
is
my
happening, while all this is happening,
You
I'm walking
barely have
over.
a tail.
I find a spot in the middle of all them, and I just plop down with all of the rest of them. And I'm laying on the grass too.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, you see a couple of them seem to like kind of like roll over closer and just like as
Yeah.
they're just
I know.
just
Hey,
like turning
you
to
all,
look at you.
you all worked so hard today, and I'm so proud of all of you. Look how much you got done today. So you know what? While we're resting here, tell me what do you think that cloud right there looks like?
A wombat.
That's what I thought too. That's wonderful. How about that one over there?
Looks like Wally.
You know, it kind of. I thought it was a potato, but I think I bears a resemblance.
Yeah.
I think that one over there looks like a carrot.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see,
See?
yeah. And you see Brimhilda like kind of like watching this happen. I'm gonna grab my things. I'll be back. I figure I'll grab my things. now. And you-
Brimhilda, before you go, come go with us. Just look at what couple clouds with us. I think it'll be fun.
Cumulus. And she walks away.
Ah,
Cumulus. Just looks like a puffy one.
yeah,
That one looks like. That one kind of looks like string.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I don't need to say this, but like, besides the random wombats that are here, Guar and Wilbur, you're alone.
Okay. Oh,
You all did a really good job today.
didn't they?
Thanks.
Did such a great job. I know that was really tough work, but you know Broomhilda means a lot to all of us, and she cares deeply for all of us, so anything we can do to help her, right?
Yeah.
Unicorn.
What?
That one looks like a unicorn.
Is that like a type of carrot?
No.
Sort of. It's like a
looks-
horse, but with a carrot on its head.
You're gonna turn into a carrot.
Horse?
Why are you, like, what is it with you and a carrot all of a sudden?
I just found them and they were delicious.
I mean, I hope that you're saving some for others.
I've only
never
had
used them.
2.
I never used a weapon before.
You haven't?
No.
How'd it feel?
Good. It was like I was fighting the tree.
Yeah, and you were winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Fist bump. I fist bump.
It just pushes its head into your fist.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, but just so we're clear, like, this is not a normal thing that we do, everyone, right? Like, trees, we don't cut down trees.
You hear a wave of no weapons.
Right. I wonder where Riley is.
I don't know, but hope she's okay. Wilbur, we have a lot of decisions to make. But it's really nice to just be here right now, and I look forward when this is all over, if we're still here, that we can do this more often.
What, just hang out in the grove? It's the best place to be.
And look at clouds, yeah. Eat some carrots or, a bushel or two, I haven't eaten a
better
bushel
here.
of them. Yeah, I can see why you like it. It's quite peaceful.
Did you say a bushel of carrots?
No, I did not. No, I don't know why you would think I said that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, because they don't grow on bushes. They grow in the ground.
Right. That's a unit of measurement. It's not important, but I think that crocodile. Do you see it? Crocodile.
I don't think they know what crocodiles are.
Oh, it's like a dragon but flat.
Oh. Okay. Oh, is that a unicorn? And points to a very plump circular cloud.
Yep, that's a unicorn.
You're so
I saw
close.
a unicorn. I saw it first. No, but I said it out loud. But I saw it first. And you start to hear that.
What are
Do
we
you think-
gonna do?
I don't know. Do you think Brumhilda would ever look at clouds with me?
I think that Broomhilda would single-handedly kill a man with her pinky if it meant your life.
Okay, I just wanted to look at clouds with her, but that's very nice of you to say.
Whisper goes, that wasn't the question.
I know it wasn't the question, but it's just a way of expressing how much Broomhilda cares for him. In a very, intense way of expressing it.
You know, she's been getting better at showing me, which I really like. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do, and you're right. We need to figure out what to do. I think we need to figure out what Tal's weaknesses are.
I think we need to figure out what it is that Eldrin saw.
Well, that too. But do you want to talk to her right now?
No.
I think before we do, we might need to. Obviously, talking to her is more urgent than traveling north. But in order to do that, I think the rest of us might all need to have an intervention. She's not well. She just had to deal with her brother. She just got to see Raylor rescued. It's like she's channeling all of her sadness and rage at the safest people she knows. Or something.
She needs something.
Yeah.
She's being awfully mean.
She's hurting, Wilbur. You
I
know
understand that.
As much as I'd like to, tease her about her misplaced feelings, I can't help but relate to what she's going through. I've lost a brother too. Twice. 3 times, really. I've lost a mother. I've lost a lot of people that I care about, and it is not a simple process.
No. I guess
Wilbur,
I'm fortunate because I can't relate in
yeah.
those ways, but
Could I make one request of you, Wilbur?
maybe.
Fair enough. Could you try to give her some grace?
I will try. I think I'm doing pretty good giving her grace.
I think so too. I just think the more intentionally we can do that, the less personally we'll take her jabs. And we'll see the very vulnerable and very hurt princess that's in our group. And maybe we'll have some empathy for her. Who knows? Or we can make fun of her. Either way's fine.
I don't want to make fun of her. Certainly not.
No, neither do I. No, definitely not. Are there any more carrots?
Maybe you should try something else. I heard that if you eat too many carrots, it can do weird things to your skin.
Oh, really? Like cool things?
Oh, she's coming. She's coming.
In
Who?
public?
She's coming. She's the blue one's coming. And Eldrin, you clearly hear this as you're like making your way over.
I hate you so much, Mike.
Eldrin is just gonna ignore that. She hears it. She's like, okay, and is looking for Wilbur.
Cool. Yeah, you see. Well, give me an investigation check.
I know what Wilbur looks like.
I'll give you advantage.
Good.
But no guidance.
I don't know.
That would be a 26.
DC was 20.
Damn.
So you do just barely make out Wilbur, as you hear the wombat closest to him just point out and yell, "Cumulus!"
Why are we yelling cloud? Whatever. Wilbur, can I talk to you?
Sure. Here or somewhere else?
Oh, without Guar.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Got her! Are you
Come on!
bothering her?
Yes.
Come here. Let's look at clouds.
You see, yeah, Gutter fully just goes. Weirdly enough, this actually is something that like Gutter fully seems to understand. As you kind of like point at the sky and you're like still laying down, just turns around, just fully lays flat down, puts his head behind his, puts his hands behind his head,
His head behind his hands.
puts his head behind his hands. It's weird. He just does this,
I like that all
Do we all?
blocking his eyes.
There's a
In case it wasn't clear, this is what that would look like.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
TPK.
Cool. So Wilbur and Eldrin, you kind of go off. I will say, in that regard, Gutter does peel off to stay with you, Guar. But we'll
Don't
cut
let
to...
him in. Don't let him bother any other wombats.
Is anyone else bothered by Gutter?
Get out of it!
I do think that one looks like an artichoke. That's right.
Yep. Beautiful. I think we'll pause you guys there as we go to Milo and eventually Saren, assumedly. But there is a moment of Milo. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit. Oh, 24.
Nice. Cool. There is a moment of clearly having 3 cooks in the kitchen as you are putting these curtains up. Marvin has not said anything to you unless you've said something to him first. But as you're putting those curtains up, you see Rayla go, "Oh, was that... You wanted that to be over there?"
Did you have... I didn't really have much of an opinion. Do you have one?
I just thought, maybe just a little bit kind of like, sort of to kind of give that little bit of a style, sort of like off kilter a little bit, just to kind of, but whatever you think is best would probably be good. Noros kind of goes and goes, "Why can't we just put like a blanket or something in front of it? Like, why do we need a curtain? Or whatever this is. Is that what this is called? A curtain?"
Well, now it's more blinds. Shutters, I guess, would be another form.
I
But
thought blinds were things that people put up in the trees to like hunt stuff on land.
yeah, that's one of those synonyms that that kind of, I don't know. We've talked
Could we
about it a
just
couple times.
try
like,
it? Could we just try it just to see, like, where it would be?
Milo fully has like a half-filled bottle that he's using as like a spirit level, and he's like, yeah, we can try off angle. That, at like a jaunty angle. That's cool. Does it look good?
Well, maybe if you try it the other way.
I mean, you're both taller than me. Can you?
Yeah, I need to stand back and look at it so I can kind of get,
Okay.
And
Okay, and
Noros just
Milo's
kind of
gonna
comes up. Yeah, go
Milo's
ahead.
gonna like walk halfway up the wall and just like, okay.
Yep. No, that's not it. Is it always going to be facing the west side? Also, we need some furniture in here for sure. There's not a lot of. Maybe it'd be best to like do the curtains last to like kind of understand how the room is going to look.
Sure.
Thoughts?
How about we hang the curtains now, style them later once we understand what the room is gonna feel like. Because like otherwise they're just gonna sit in a clump on the floor, and that's
Right.
like, I don't want them tangled. I don't want them getting broken. So like, let's just hang them like level right now because that's just like default, and then we can revisit it once, like, if we find a bunch of like, weirdly
Right.
angled chairs that look weird.
Of course,
Maybe it'll fit in the other way.
I'm just jumping in. Yeah, I'm just giving my opinion. It is your obviously this is definitely your show. I will say, like, the longer we leave them up in a certain way, we're going to kind of assume that that's the style the room is going to be taking too. So just a thought. Blanket would cover the entire window.
Yeah, you're fair. I'm gonna hang these up right now like this. Let's ask Broomhilda because this is kind of gonna be her more permanent space.
Smart. Yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna hang them up like this right now. And Milo's gonna like just really quickly just tap in a couple of nails and
cool. Oh,
leave
you're
it.
not gonna lean it? You're gonna lean it a little bit?
Oh, it's already done. It's already done.
Oh, okay.
Next set maybe. Yeah.
Are you gonna do the next set the same? I think, Saren, this is when you come in.
If it's okay, I actually wanted to completely ignore Eldrin's advice and go look for Huxley.
Oh, okay.
Before she goes back over to them.
Awesome. I'll say then. We'll say just before we jump to you, Milo, you hear a voice. Hello, Milo.
God?
Rayler, like, don't move. Does it see us?
Hello?
Noros is now like, guys, it's Marvin. Hello, Marvin. Hello.
Oh, hey, Marvin.
Hello, Milo.
I made some blinds.
I see that.
And Milo's gonna like, I think with the like weighted sticks at the bottom, he made it so he can twist them and like open them up for light and then close them for to keep the light out. And he's gonna like.
Yes, that does work as blinds would.
How's your time off? Yeah, had some time away from us.
In a word, dreadful.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you glad? I'm glad to be back. Are you glad to?
Oh yes.
Be vertical again?
I'm very happy to be able to watch over my master once again.
What would you like? What can I do to help you in this situation? Being and does the house tilt?
Yeah, there's like Oh, there is nothing you could do to help me. I am simply here to be able to help out the master and her guests. And to
Okay.
make sure that everything moves cleanly.
Milo's gonna look down and see there's some like sawdust or something on the ground and like try and sweep up.
Raylor kind of like leans in and whispers to you, the strange and weird thing of this thing seemingly copying my same accent aside, what did you do?
I don't know. Last time I was here, it was like 3 levels ago, and I was like not as solid on my feet as I am now, and I was like really clumsy. I kind of destroyed the armory and insulted Marvin by doing the dishes instead of him. And
Is that what you call doing the dishes?
well, now they're all shattered. They're essentially sand because Broomhilda lost her
The
shit.
memory still stands, Milo.
I was trying to be helpful.
Dirty dishes in a dirty sink.
I'm sorry. I won't attempt to do the dishes again, or destroy the armory.
I think we should leave, and maybe you can tell me all about what I need to watch out for here.
Yeah, that might be a good idea for until Broomhilda gets back. Might be a lot. I mean, y'all can probably stay. I shouldn't probably be here without Broomhilda.
No, please, stay.
Milo's gonna. All right. Well, as he's stepping out of the door. All right. Well, I'll see you later, Marvin. And he doesn't catch the ladder.
Yeah. Do you slow fall down?
I think he's gonna be shaken. I don't think he's.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think he's gonna think about slow fall. I think he's just gonna hit it.
I love it. Cool. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam down. And I think that is like we see like a like we'll say like that area because there's a lot of like walking around and like pulling it, so everything's like very tilled up and all that. So it's like it's not mud, but it is like soft on. So we see like just a Milo kind of like pulling a hand up before, like face fully planted in, but the hand kind of comes up first to like kind of push yourself up. And we kind of like pull out of focus there as we see Saren's face kind of like walk by.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you see Saren walking by, and you see an in motion Milo slap against the ground.
Yes. Yep. Beautiful. Saren, roll me a survival check.
22.
22. Cool.
Huxley kills me.
You're full dead. Yeah, no. Yeah, you are able to kind of like track the walking that was back towards Wilbur's hut. But I'd say like with your movement, like he's not moving very quickly on that. I would say even given the conversation you had with Elgin, you're able to kind of catch up to him just before he's able to enter.
She's just gonna walk up beside him. Hey.
Hey.
Do you want to talk for a second?
Sure. Instead of going into the hut, he kind of like leans against the backside of the wall there, puts a foot up. What's up?
We haven't talked since the Ludus, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shitty question, but how are you holding up with everything? As complicated as it all is.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Absolutely terrible persuasion. 15.
15. Okay. I'll roll against it. Okay, that's a 14. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You're here to fight the same fight we are, and we're friends, I think, whether we like it or not. And I don't know. I want
Yeah.
you here.
Okay. But that's, I mean, all right. So you're saying that you're just putting this on me of saying like I need to stay because you're wanting me to stay?
I mean, I don't want you to leave. That's for sure. You no pressure to stay, but like I said, we're fighting the same fight. We Grancelli and all that shit, saving the world or whatever now. I don't know. I don't know. I just want you to be okay, and I'm here to hopefully, I don't know. I just wanted to ask. I'm not putting anything on you. You don't have to tell me anything. But if you want to talk, I'm here. Clearly, you two aren't working it out super well amongst yourselves. You both look upset after your little interaction.
Yeah, he made a dog as an apology. He made a familiar. And
He looks
said,
visibly guilty.
yeah, and said, I heard about Gaston. I'm sorry. And that was how that conversation started.
That might have been my idea.
What?
I don't know. It's my only thought to maybe as like a peace offering, maybe
Oh, Saren.
you would like seeing him again.
That's not him.
Did it I know, but
He's not a dog.
he's a robot dog, right? Kind of.
Yeah, I made him like having a creature that size, having 4 legs actually makes them a lot more dexterous and be able to kind of do things that two.
Did it at least kind of look like Gaston?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, well, he should probably work on that. Maybe he should have done a better job then. But I don't know. I thought it would maybe put a smile on your face, at least for a second.
To be reminded of what I lost?
I didn't think of it that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
fine.
kind of like seeing him again? No? Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
I got another
Don't-
bird now with the what did I name that thing? Z03.
Zoe?
No, it's Z03.
Oh, it's CO3. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not the same thing. I don't know. It's like you look at like paintings of lost loved ones to remember them kind of thing. Like I thought it would be kind of something like that.
Why
Like if
would
I
you do
lost
that?
Gerard, I knew I know I would be upset and want to like see him again somehow.
So you'd want to have pictures to remind you of a time when you were happier?
Okay. Okay. Don't hold that against him. I was just trying to give him an idea.
Yeah, okay, you can say that, but like, look, Saren, I appreciate, I guess, what you're trying and failing miserably to do, but it's not up to you to handle that.
I'm not here to handle it. I'm just here to listen, and I don't know. I don't want to get in the middle of anything, but if you want to talk about, I don't know, help me understand why you're upset, why he left. I don't know. Talking it out helps. I know I'm a little close to the situation, but I feel like maybe I'm the only one here that could really understand. I mean, I'm the only one that knows Raylor, and he left me too. And now Eldrin's worried that this simulacrum shit is happening with him, and he maybe doesn't remember Hagen. I don't know. There's a lot going on, and maybe we can, I don't know.
Saren.
Whatever. What?
You're not, clearly not as smart as me, but you're pretty smart. Seems awfully convenient what he doesn't remember, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I think one of the things that's been bothering you the most, which I guess says more about me than about the situation, was that I'm struggling with being upset about being wrong. You were right, and I was wrong.
About what?
About him being alive.
Or at least part of him is. I guess it could be more complicated than that.
Or
Maybe
it
we're both
couldn't
right.
be. Sure. I just never thought I would agree with. I never thought Eldra and I would be on the same side on something. On anything.
Yeah, she told me she hates him. And that she's worried he's possessed in simulacrum and souls, and it's just, I don't know. I wanted to check on you, and I also came over here for my own selfish reasons, as to have somebody to maybe relate to on all of this.
Well, I guess. Whatever being friends means to you, I guess I am sorry that I can't make you feel better about all that.
It's not the point of talking it out. Not always going to feel better about. We're going through some crazy shit. Nothing's going to make it better until we find out some answers, but I don't know. At least we can have some common ground, and I don't know. It's not like I can talk to Raylor about all the convenient things he remembers, and I don't know. Maybe we can't trust him. As much as I don't want to admit it.
Well, you admitting that is interesting.
good talk, I guess.
Yeah.
Surprisingly not as awkward as the one I just had with Eldrin.
I mean, she had a crazy day. Couple days, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, she tried to confide in me.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how much she hates you guys right now.
She also seemed to know a lot more information about Braylor's and your experiments. How did she, the schematics or whatever?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
With none of us know anything about that, and she just came off with something about stuff not in his handwriting. Where do you think I would think she got that information? I don't know, maybe there's a reason she's confiding in you now.
I think it's probably more important for what Milo calls the Wombat Crew that you maybe just kiss and make up.
Did he really say that too? Oh my god.
This, yeah, Wombat Crew,
Uh,
Wombat team.
Mongoose Crew, Huxley. Mongoose Crew.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's much better.
I still don't think I've ever seen a mongoose. Do you know what a mongoose is, by the way? He's been saying that this whole time, and is that an Iman thing?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's like a squirrel, but like not. It's kind of a long. It's one of those rodents sort of things. I don't know. You don't know? It's apparently what your whole group is named.
I think we all just kind of go along with it. They don't have those in Valshar. It's kind of like a weasel, then, maybe?
Yeah,
but,
something like that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Sure, why not?
You want to talk about this, by the way?
Not really. I mean, unless you have any ideas on how to fix whatever the hell is happening.
I mean, if there are multiples of Raylor,
the souls I take. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. The souls I take, they're damned to an eternity of serving him.
oh no.
Yeah.
It would prove he was lying. I'm not being serious.
I hope not. I assumed not.
Just his dumb, stupid face when I told him off after him making it dumb. Like, he had like floppy ears. Stupid.
When I told him to do the Gaston thing, he did say he was mad at you, and then that made him not as mad with the whole selling his thing.
I would rather him be mad. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I definitely don't want anybody to be feeling bad for me. It's what happens. I mean, Elgin lost her brother. Wilbur almost lost his grandmother. I mean, you guys lose people. That's what happens.
Yeah, and I think we're all sick of it by this point. We need a win. I was hoping Rayler could have been that win, but I guess we'll have to work a little harder to figure out if it really is him, or how to make him whole again without him ending up like Eldred's brother. I don't know. It's just, we all get a lot more accomplished when we get along. And we're not pissed off at each other. And I don't know. Stupid of me to think I could maybe help with that a little bit.
Well, whatever version of him is there, he clearly loves you.
And neither of you would be as upset as you are about this whole situation if you didn't have some kind of love towards each other either. So.
I think I'm kind of at a point right now where I just pass the torch to you. You win, Saren. I wasn't even playing, so.
Doesn't have to be the end of whatever you had.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You obviously really cared about him. And like I said, he wouldn't be as upset as he is if he didn't care about you. I don't know. It's not worth throwing away a whole relationship just because some crazy shit happened.
Yeah. I was not able to. There's no information here as far as the stuff with Brumhilda. I mean, it's. I believe you. There's no reason for me to not to. But as far as the energy source, like even like what it's from, like we can't even identify like what type of magic it is. I'm honestly not a big fan of trying to find out by experimenting on Brumhilda. If we knew where the source came from, that would be probably easier to work with.
Well, Guar did mention that Melivis said something about where Tal came from, somewhere north. Maybe our answers could be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not permission for you to go leave us and go off on your own to try to find stuff. You'll get yourself
killed. You said
killed.
it yourself.
You know
There's
that, right?
There's a lot of things that need to be.
We can go together.
And done. Saren, I do my best work alone.
Okay, and Brumhilda can make you your own room inside of Marvin, and you can do your work.
I was there. There's 4 rooms.
It gets better than that. It just might take her a while.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying there's 4 rooms. I just look, my involvement here, the reality is a lot of like the stuff that I've been working on and building to. I mean, Raylor kind of has a general idea of it. I don't know how much help I'm going to be here.
He's not an artificer. He's not mechanically inclined like you are.
I wasn't fishing for a compliment, but go ahead, keep going.
Well, now I don't want to say it, but we need you. We don't. None of us have the exact skills that you do. And I don't know, this Dominium stuff. Obviously, you made that together somewhat, I would assume. I know he said his experiments or whatever, but I don't know. Obviously, you made some groundbreaking things together, and
Okay.
Obviously
Right.
awkward to work together, but
Right. Jesus. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll stay. I just.
Good.
If things get to a point, then I mean, I think you're being stupid now, but if things get to a point where we clearly need to know, I'm not leaving. I'm just going.
sure. Hopefully if we get to that point, it doesn't take me getting knocked out by a poisonous bird and captured by slavers to find you again.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of stuff that revolved around that at the time. I was not at my best.
Yeah, you going off on your own doesn't usually end up super well.
Well, yeah, I assume I'm less running from the law now.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
You tell yourself that. Okay.
Look,
So-
I'm just gonna say this. I consider you a friend too. So I mean this when I say that I wouldn't be running away. I'd be just trying to save you guys. You and the other idiots you're with.
Saren's gonna lean in and give him a quick hug,
Oh,
but it's
don't. No.
very awkward.
Get off, please. This is awful. Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
No, I didn't like that. Let's not do that ever again.
I'm gonna go check on the ladder, which is the same excuse I gave Eldrin to walk away from her conversation.
Good. Yep, great. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just walk away. I don't need to tell you anything.
Okay.
He goes
Yeah,
inside.
sounds good.
Beautiful. We get to Eldrin and Wilbur.
I'll lead Wilbur like away from all the other wombats. If he'll follow me. I don't know. Hold on, my thing's doing something really weird.
Are you having a party?
Yeah.
Is there a party at your
I don't
house?
know what's happening.
Strobe light, honey.
Triton
The-
rave.
The green
I
room
am-
turns down and it's just
Yeah.
like 50 people behind her.
I have not changed anything with my lights, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, hopefully it stops doing that. Yeah, Eldrin's just staring at you, and you just see her flashing.
I'm gonna assume that's Persona.
Okay, so sorry. Now I have to get back in the mindset because I just
Back into bitch mode.
back in a bitch
That's
mode.
what I was gonna say.
Eldrin will, so she'll stop and like look down at you, and say, Saren told me I should be more open with my emotions, and I told her I'd take that under advisement, I did, but really it was our awkward conversation that made me want to talk to you, because it made me realize I really miss you, and how easy it is to talk to you. So I'm sorry for being mean to you. I'm not sorry for being angry at you, because you did really hurt me. And I want to move forward as friends, even though we don't agree on the decision that you made that felt like a betrayal.
Well, it was very noble of you. You can be angry at me. That's okay. I believe that I made the right decision, even though it hurt you, and I do apologize for that. But I think that somewhere along the line, your judgment was clouded. And in any other circumstance, you would have been true to your word and your honor and your promise. But I am sorry it hurt you.
Did you ever think that maybe keeping Melvis where he was until we were all safely back in the room was better, because he was going to do exactly what he did and cut off our exit? It's another reason why I'm upset. Yes, I told him that, but also he was holding those gates open. And if we just let him go, he doesn't there's no reason or incentive for him to continue keeping them open.
You're dwelling on the past. We're all out. We made it out. I don't think it's fair to be angry about that part anymore.
I think I'm angry because I don't feel like I can trust you.
Interesting. That's okay.
I feel like this was a mistake. I'll talk to you later, Wilbur.
I don't know how to repair your trust in me, but it's very hard to hear that you would like to move forward, and then in the same breath, you're saying you don't feel like you can trust me.
I want to be able to trust you. I just feel like I just don't understand why you would choose Melvist over me. Because
I
if
wasn't
that
choosing Melvist over you, Eldrin. I was honoring a promise.
the promise was going to be honored no matter what. I just don't understand why you couldn't wait for me. But that's fine. I have said my piece, and we can move forward however that looks. Thanks for hearing me out. And then Eldrin's going to turn around and walk away very, very quickly.
I think as soon as she's like out of earshot, Wilbur's going to like lean over and like look at his shoulder and look at Twiggy and say, It's kind of funny that she thought that she needed to be more open about her emotions. I always thought she was pretty good at that.
You see Twiggy has no response, just shrugs his shoulders.
Yes.
As you are staring up at the clouds, you're starting to notice that just the faint beginnings of stars are appearing, and you get a message somewhere. There you are. Oh. Alright, is this how this works? Well, you didn't explain it. For Qua, this is Merc. Do I wait for him to respond or what? Just tell me how to.
He's gonna run out of his character count.
That's it. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. We'll see you guys in 10. And we're back. So, Guar, you get that very odd message. A wave of familiarity kind of washes over you and recognizes.
I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy. I sit bolt upright, probably like startle some of the wombats. Some of them are probably drifting off to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like,
You see Gutter kind of like bolt upright with you.
Yeah. Let's go over here. I got a message. I get a safe distance away from the wombats, in my opinion, not necessarily anyone else's.
Sure.
Mark, it's Guar!
You see all of them just like immediately kind of like wake up, scurry, like sort of run around.
Yeah.
There's like everybody poops. It is full
all the
chaos.
wombats get the zombies.
Yeah, they all just kind of like zoom around, and Gutter sees this, gives a wild look at his eyes. He looks at Guar and just kind of like takes up his staff and just kind of like just jumps in, seemingly maybe rounding them up. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But certainly doesn't help anything.
So he says, Mark, it's Guar! I can hear you. What's going on wherever you are? Let me know what you need. Sorry, gotta go see about a thing, and then I go chase after Gutter.
You got it. Yeah, cool.
No, not like that. No, don't trip them. You're scaring them.
Beautiful. Guar, there's no response.
Well,
At this point, I think Brumhilda kind of comes, like she has this, oh man, yeah, she comes and she has this, like, she has her, like, kind of like knapsack sort of thing with all of her stuff, but she's managed to, like, figure out that if she puts 2 straps on it, it's a little bit easier to carry, so she's full backpack girl right now.
oh, hey, sorry, was I being too loud?
Always. What's up?
Well, I was trying to make sure Gutter didn't kill any of the wombats, but I got a message from Merc.
Who?
Oh, friend of mine, big, stony-looking Goliath guy. He's bringing some reinforcements for us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I forgot to.
The allies. Oh my gosh. Okay, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. What did he say?
Well, he's alive, which is good because he has reinforcements for us. That's about all I got.
He told you he was alive?
I don't think he has used message before, so you can.
Well, unless he's within like 100 feet of us, Guar probably use sending.
Sure, yeah, that's what I meant. Obviously, I was testing you.
She pushes her glasses up that she doesn't have.
Are you okay? What's wrong with the bridge of your nose?
What?
You
Continue.
pushed the bridge of your. Oh, sorry. Oh, by the way, that's a nice. Is that comfy?
Yeah, it's a little bit. Does it look
It's easier
okay?
to carry, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks great. You look like you're ready for anything. More so than usual. I mean, you
I
always
don't
look
look
ready
like
for.
an ogre or anything, right?
Oh, if you do, you look like the most beautiful ogre I've ever seen.
Okay.
What ogres are very useful and resourceful, and if you can have their attention, you can convince them to do. Oh, I'm sorry, never mind. The point is that I heard from Merc. I forgot about that. We should go round them up, and maybe give them an assignment. They like jobs.
Okay, where are they?
Also, well, if I remember correctly, we had them.
Eldrin's
Yeah.
somewhere saying, I literally told you all of this, and that's why we created Marvin today.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think for Brumhilda, it was just the moment of like, oh yeah, we should be creating, and I think she was always in the
Yeah.
process of like thinking about doing it. So yeah,
Yeah.
So for her, it makes sense that she's doing it.
Yeah. Where, out of character, remind me, it was north of Nova Sol?
North
no,
of
north
Grifton.
of Grifton.
Grifton.
Which is still South Imea, which is far from where you guys are at.
actually. We wanted them to meet us north of Grifton in South Imea, so we're a ways away from that.
Oh, that's like hundreds of miles away, Guar.
Especially, well, I didn't know we were gonna be here.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
We transported ourselves here for safety. I mean, but now, I mean, we have this extra thing of, I want to go north. We have to find out about Tal. We have to learn about Tal as much as we can and find any weaknesses.
You want to go
Outside
north?
of Wilbur, of course. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this is definitely why we're having a war room to be able to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I thought we were going to Dwyndelver because you had a friend that needed help.
As much as I want to go there and my desire to help is very strong, I don't want to go there unprepared. And that's Tal's stronghold. And if we don't go there prepared and with some ability to know how to fight him, we got lucky in the Shadowfell. And we had a whole other party with us. I mean, I'm glad we have Wilbur. And you, obviously. And Milo and Eldrin and Saren and Huxley and Noros and Raylor and the Wombats.
Go through all of them? Okay, all right. Look, okay. Look, we can talk about it as a group.
Yeah, of course.
And
I don't want to make any unilateral decisions.
Yeah, in the war room.
Right, I am commander, but I don't want to be one of those commanders that's like telling everybody what to do, or else.
Yeah. I remember.
That's how my father is, and I don't want to deal with that. No. What'd I say?
Do you want to talk about that?
Fuck no.
Okay, great. I mean, if you want to, just, I'm around to. I just don't know how much help I'd be in that regard,
Broomhilda, are you offering me emotional support?
All right, this bag is getting really heavy.
I pull her in and kiss her.
Cool. Yeah, she kisses you back.
Yes.
Slaps you in the face.
I don't know what that was for, but you can do that anytime you want. Well, unless I'm sleeping. Don't do it when I'm sleeping. But
too late. You said it every time you want.
But I gave the. Oh shit. War room.
Let's go to Marvin. And she hits. Why am I pulling her up now? Yeah. So there she is. Okay. Cool. So you head to Marvin, which is where Milo is. What has Milo been up to in the past 5 minutes? We'll say. Not a lot of time has transpired.
Yeah, I think Milo's just cleaning up the area.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just picking stuff up, trying to because he knowing this was a big deal for Riley, knowing this was a big deal for the Wombats, trying not to leave this as leave this area as a dump, just leave it make sure it looks intentional and
cool,
at least somewhat nice.
Roll me a d20.
3.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you're at the process of actually trying to move this rather large log that you kind of feel bad about because they didn't use it for anything, and you're kind of trying to push it over as Guar and Broomhilda are coming up. And maybe Saren? Saren, do you think you'd be coming this way? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and Milo's just grunting and just grumbling to himself about how heavy this log is. Realistically, it's a 6-foot section of log. It's just twice his height. He just can't, it's really stupid heavy for him to push.
I see that happening and I go, you got it. I can help you if you want, but I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm just trying. I don't. I mean, I'm sure you can help. I'm trying to push this over, and there's like a pile of debris over in the corner that kind of looks like a rough bonfire.
You see Noros kind of is poking his head out the window. Hey, Guar. Yeah, he's doing good, huh? What are you up to?
I pick up the log with one hand. I was just trying to help clean some stuff up, and then we were gonna head up into the war room.
Great.
Yeah,
Cool. That's
excellent.
cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. Do you like
Yeah.
Grimhilda's backpack?
Oh, that looks great. I've just been
Really
up here with,
functional.
yeah, it's just Rayler and I up here.
Oh, I'm coming up.
I think Saren walks up as he's saying that, and she just goes, "Oh no!"
I toss the log into the fire, the bonfire, and I climb up.
Beautiful.
Saren will climb up after him.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, great. So Milo, Guar moves one log and goes, "Oh, I'm coming right up." And Milo, you see the rest of the debris that's around. All right.
Well, I wasn't there to clean up debris. I was there to go to the war room.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. Yeah, you guys come up. You see that Raylor has the chairs on one side of the room here. Like the war room is also now just like the entranceway. Everything is super compact right now. And you see like all the chairs are kind of on one side, and you see like Raylor kind of like standing off to the corner, just maybe. Oh, hi, Guar.
What you doing, Raylor?
Just trying to figure out what would be the best placement for this. Saren, you might be able to help me. Just, trying to figure out, in the idea of like where does it make more sense on like the energy of where we want to put this in the room?
The energy?
Oh no.
Because we're probably going to have more furnishings here, right, than just this.
Okay, but we don't have any yet, so we should probably use what we have first. I would say put the table in the middle so we can have people all around the table.
Right, yeah, that's where it was. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Okay, well, you're allowed.
This is ultimately Broomhilda's space. Maybe we should let her make the decision?
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, no, of course. Apologies, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're fine, Raylor. It's just, it doesn't matter really how nice it looks if it doesn't serve its purpose. I mean, we need to all be able to stand around at this table and make a plan. So it's best if it's in the middle for now, anyway. Maybe after we're done, we can maybe find a nicer space with the energy. You said.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I fully lost myself there. I just, yeah. I was trying to. You see, Noros is up on the second floor where there is now, instead of like the spiral like the cool sort of spiral staircase, it is now like it is a full like a cabin makeshift like banister sort of place there. As you see him kind of standing at the top, just kind of looking down, like, "Hey guys."
Hey Noros, what are you up to?
Oh,
No, no, I don't. That's why I asked.
Well, Noros was actually helping me at some point, and then he said he needed to go and take care of something in the armory. So, I guess you. Oh, okay. I guess you're back.
Oh, the armory's ready.
Yup.
Cool.
At this point, where is Wilbur and Eldrin?
Eldrin walked as fast away from Wilbur as she could and is going back to the yurt.
The yurt? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Wilbur?
I think Wilbur is just going to wander around and see if he can find Riley.
Okay, nice. Great. So I'll say we'll stay in this scene here for a little bit longer then. Yeah. So you see Noros doing like, hey Guart, you want to help me with something up here?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I scramble up.
Cool. You see, so just leave Saren and Raylor. Actually, Nora's kind of helped me move the table. So, well, Saren, you could help me just move it back.
Once Broomhilda gets Marvin a little more set up, maybe we'll all have our own rooms, and then you can help design ours.
You notice anything interesting about Marvin? Anything familiar?
He talks?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Right.
is that what? I imagine
guess
that
so.
would be kind of weird to walk into.
I mean, it was, but that's not. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and grab that end.
What?
And you guys kind of like start to move the table, which in and of itself is all less. Yeah. It's very rudimentary. It's not this very like nice refined sort of table that you had before. So, you notice that there are 8 chairs. That's what I'll say about that.
Ruh-roh.
I also was noticing that. Well, do you notice anything about the table, the spacing of it? No. Okay.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Is it? She's gonna count the chairs. Oh, I think we're missing some chairs. Maybe?
Oh, wait, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Well, she only had so much time, so maybe she just was going to get there.
I don't. She's doing her best.
Yeah. No, I know. I guess I was just trying to just make sure that it was not. It was not on purpose. I mean, I don't really. I just would feel bad if we left Huxley out.
Oh. Sweetie, I don't know how to break this to you, but she might. It might be more likely that she could have forgot about you.
Right. Yes, that does make more sense. Yes, he was here first. Yeah.
Also,
of course.
Broomhilda and Eldrin, don't really trust you a whole lot right now. That could have also had a little bit of yeah.
You said Broomhilda
well,
doesn't trust me?
She did seem a little concerned. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we can make another chair. Marvin? Do you talk to...
Yes, Saren. Hello. No, okay, never mind.
Yeah, you do kind of sounded like...
Thank you!
Can...
Sorry.
Can you make another chair? Or is there one somewhere else in here?
There is chairs in the respective rooms, although they are chairs for those. They're bedroom chairs.
Could we bring a bedroom chair into the war room? Briefly? Like, until Broomhilda has more time?
I do not see why not. It is fully up to your capabilities.
Okay. See? Problem solved. Thank you, Marvin.
You're welcome, Sam. Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, and I think with that, also because Brimhilda was following you, Brimhilda also kind of comes up. All right. Okay. Here's all the stuff. Marvin, can you just handle these? I guess. Why is the table in a weird spot? Where's the chairs? Why are the chairs in the corner?
He's really particular about
I thought I
decorating.
saw a bug.
Sure. Yeah, bug.
You thought you saw a bug. Okay.
Worry about it.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll. Looks at you, Saren, like kind of like sees that and like kind of like chooses to push through it because it's from Hilda. Marvin, there's sorry. No. Wow. So weird. Your voices are kind of sorry. Raylor, there's going to be a lot of bugs as it's cabin in the woods. Is that going to be a problem? No. Okay. Great. Where's everybody else?
I think Guar and Noros are in the armory.
We don't have an armory. See Raylor just like being...
They're upstairs. Then.
Understood. Okay. Well, we need to gather the others. There's something I think important that we need to discuss. I guess no time like the present to try out the sending closet. Saren, do you want first?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Just let me know if there's something, your size is going to change, but if there's anything that you notice that's odd.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to be the person to test this out. It's not going to set my brain on fire or anything crazy, right? No, I'm sure you did a great job. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah.
Is that
where
how
is it?
little you think of me?
No, it looks great in here.
I know it doesn't look great. I know that, Saren. It's okay. It's gonna get better.
I know. You did your best. I'll go.
Raylor kind of like
get everyone
into this camera frame. What was your thoughts on like the furnishment as you continue to?
Saren walks away.
Yeah. What was my thoughts on the furnishment? And that's your cut too. Cool. Beautiful. Let's do Wilbur first. Wilbur, you go to try to find Riley.
Riley.
You go to the tree.
Riley. Yeah.
That's where she's at. She comes out of the tree. It's a little creepy every time.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Sorry, Wilbur. How? Did everything go okay?
Why are you sorry? You have nothing to be sorry about.
I know that. Yeah, okay.
Everything went okay. I just came to check on you.
You came to check on me.
Mm-hmm. We took down a lot of trees.
Yeah, that's okay. It's very sweet of you, but, that's not how this works. I'm supposed to be guarding over you.
No, I understand that, but mean, you can guard over more than one thing or species, I guess, right?
Roll me an insight check, Wilbur.
9.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Well, the wombats and the trees were both species. Living things.
It's a grove. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Okay, I understand now. I was. Let me tell you something about plants. All plants thirst for they work for a purpose. They all try to find something to live for. It's more difficult for the ones that are so deeply rooted in place. But it's why they reach towards the sky. They're able to make themselves more prominent. They're able to be noticed and to be able to be helped. So, in my discussion with all of the trees that you fell, they were aware of what's happening.
I kind of figured. I mean, I know that plants have a purpose. I mean, that's why we talk to the plants when we do our gardening. It's probably why Guar keeps remarking on how good all the vegetables are, because they are truly tended by love and respect.
Indeed. It's troubling when they're taken down for no purpose.
Right.
A plant without purpose is more likely to wither.
Well, those trees went to a good cause. I think Broomhilda really needed Marvin back.
And you'll all need to be heading off again soon somewhere.
Yeah, I suppose. Have you
Having
heard any
second
word about
thoughts?
the... No, I don't know, it gets harder to leave every time.
It's harder to see you leave.
Have you heard anything about the remaining missing wombats?
No, not since yesterday. We'll find them.
I just wish I knew where they were. Maybe by a stroke of luck.
You have other things to worry about, as hard as that is to hear.
I understand, but you know you know how wombats are.
I know.
Our first commitment's always to our own.
She laughs at that. Wilbur, You and Winona are the only wombats that have left the grove willingly. Commitment first is it's not wrong, but it's reductive.
Oh, what are you saying? I'm like brave or something?
Yes.
I had to leave to go find my mother.
But you know that's not why you left.
No, I suppose you're not wrong. I always have thought that someday I'd leave the grove just to see what else is out there, but I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have. Had she not gone missing, how much longer would it have been until I left?
You know what I think? It's difficult to talk about because you never really prove it in the concepts of any concept of higher power being told about in the Fae or... Well, they're not forbidden, but they're certainly not taken seriously. I think there is no version of you that every version of whatever you would claim to be a time in this world, every one of them you're probably looking for Winona first.
Yeah.
But I also think in every timeline you stay away. You don't come back and stay after Winona. You're like a plant. You have a purpose.
It's a good way of putting it.
Well, I've lived a long time. I'm pretty wise.
Yeah. Guess you're probably one of the wisest people I know.
I'm at least the oldest.
You don't seem old.
Oh, well, thank you. I wasn't fishing for that. But
No. My mother, my poor frail mother. I keep debating whether I should ask her if she can see how any of this ends.
it's funny that you'd be asking her that question.
Yeah.
What do you remember about her disappearance?
Just that she was gone. And that everyone thought that she, in her some state of confusion, that she wandered off.
What did she tell you?
What did she tell me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what she said to me in the days before. It seems like so long ago.
Before you remember that she said that she was kidnapped.
Gotcha. Well, I knew. I tried to tell everyone she didn't just wander away, but no one would listen to me.
But what do you know?
If you're asking me what I know about my mother, I know everything. Well, almost everything, probably. I'm sure that there's still other secrets that she hasn't told me.
What did she tell you?
I know that she can see the future.
What did she tell you about why she was missing?
She said many different reasons, I believe.
Above board, I told you the reason. Just now.
Oh. Okay.
All she told you was she was kidnapped.
Yeah. Yeah, that she was kidnapped.
Where?
What do you mean, where?
She wasn't kidnapped from here.
Yes, you're right.
Wilbur, in this moment, you start to realize that in the venture of starting your whole process of looking for Winona, the moment you realized that she was kidnapped was when you started to hyper-focus on getting her back. And you realize in this moment you never really stopped and wondered, how is she kidnapped? No one knows where the grove is.
I guess I never really thought about it like that before.
I think it's at this moment that you get a sending from Saren.
Wilbur, we're all in Marvin. Could you come to the war room? Maybe gather up anybody you see down there? Though I guess I can try to contact the others now. Also, is this working?
I just love that, like, none of us are ever sure about it.
Well, this one in particular is a weird one.
Yeah. She is in the closet of Marvin trying to talk to you.
I don't remember. Like, you can get messages back, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
a phone call.
Conversation. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Okay.
conversation, Marvin.
Yes, I will be right there. Riley, would you like to come into Marvin?
Well-
Marvin 2.0, as I'm going to refer to this one as.
That's not the weird part of that sentence, but
I understand. I thought very hard about how to rephrase that, but
yeah.
could not think of a better way.
You hear Saren muffling her laughter on the other end.
Like it's still, the line is still open. Yeah.
I hope Marvin couldn't hear that.
No, I think it's best that it would be just you and the Mongoose Crew.
Okay. Thank you for the insightful talk, Riley. I feel like I leave conversations with you feeling, well, questioning more things. Which isn't bad. I don't mean you to take that in a bad way, so please don't.
I don't. I would take that as the Fae in me.
All right.
Come see me before you leave.
Okay. I promise.
And we cut to Eldrin, standing in front of a hut.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldrin quickly will go into the hut and because she's crying. Um
This
and
is Wilbur's hut, right?
no. The one she's sharing with Norris.
Gotcha. Okay.
The guest yurt.
Got it.
Yes,
Yeah.
there are guest
Mhm.
yurts.
Yeah.
Yurts?
As much as I want to talk to Huxley, because I love talking to Huxley, Eldrin, yeah, she goes in there and closes the door, and then she's gonna gather up her stuff because we're gonna be moving into Marvin, it seems, and then she's gonna see the scrying ball that Milo gave her, and in her head it replays Brimhilda saying, "Don't ever do that without me here," and then she's like, "Well, this is different, and I need to do something to take my mind off of things." So she's going to. This is so morbid. She's gonna go in her backpack, and there's this one time, like a week or so ago, where Zaris dug up her brother's grave, and then he grabbed her on the arms, and some of the grave dust got on her. She saved that, and she's gonna use that for scrying as well.
Okay.
Because so it should be like a pretty good DC, like minus, with having something of him as well as knowing Volmos.
Roll me a d20 first.
Okay. Nope. 4.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know why I'm saying nope. I don't know what I'm rolling it for, but 4.
Okay. And then give me your we'll say use your spell modifier for this roll.
What am I rolling?
This, I think for scrying,
They
sets
have to
the
roll.
DC, right? Oh no, they have to roll. You're right.
Yeah, they have it's a Wisdom 17 saving throw, and since I'm familiar with him, it's -5 for Volmos, and if you're allowing me to have a piece of him because of the graveyard dirt and muck and everything, then that's another -10, so he gets -15 to his saving throw. And I'm focusing on the Volmos that was in Anoria, and I'm thinking about, because I know they're all the same, kind of, because this happened before, but I'm thinking about that one I stabbed, and so he has a new scar that the other ones don't, because I stabbed him in the leg. Well, he stabbed himself in the leg. Remember when I told him to stab me, and then I dropped the knife? I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember this at all. So Volmos has a scar from his time. Underwater Volmos had a scar.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm focusing on the things that are different about underwater Volmos.
Okay, cool. Okay. There is a moment where you feel like the same. For a moment, it feels like the same scene is being placed from what you saw. Another sort of dungeon-like area. You see a figure in the corner. Huddled. Thin. It's hard to make out any sort of face or anything like that. And you see bars. And then you hear a voice. All right. You hear the kind of jingling sound of keys. Okay. You got 5 minutes. And you see the figure lift its head. It's human. It's not Volmos. But the voice sounded familiar. And you recognize with scrying, typically you're seeing what the person sees. There's a moment that you're interrupted as a figure seems to appear in the jail cell. It's Noros. Looking around. You see another figure appear. Black hair. Very put together facial hair. It's Raylor. You see Noros and Raylor look at each other. And their faces get very close. As they embrace.
Eldrin's just staring like, what is happening? Actually, at first she goes, I knew it. I knew there was more of him.
I think this is when you're interrupted by Saren.
I can't.
Everybody else watching right now is so confused.
Eldrin, sending room works apparently. We're all meeting in the war room of Marvin to discuss things.
Will Wilbur be there?
Yeah, I would hope so. I just told him that we're all meeting here.
I pass.
No.
I keep looking at the orb.
No.
you see now there's like an arm that's come over as it's like it's going from romantic to just straight on sexual.
What is happening?
The
What-
line's still
what do
open,
you-
Saren.
What do you mean what's happening? Where are you?
I'm in my yurt, or my guest yurt. I'm using Milo's scrying ball that he let me use, and it's very odd. There's definitely another Raylor out there.
What are you seeing? I almost don't want to ask. What?
I don't.
Also, didn't Brumhilda
No.
say something about don't do stuff when she's
She
not
said not
around?
to try that again, and she meant legend lore. This is different. Saren.
Oh.
Oh my god, I didn't know that Nora could move that way.
What? Noros is here. What are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm seeing right now.
He said he was in the armory, but apparently we don't have an armory anymore, so he's upstairs.
Do you have eyes on Raylor? Because if not, he's making out and having sex with my husband.
I'm sorry. What? I mean, he would probably do that. He's in the hallway. Or the war room, the entryway.
Where did Milo get this orb?
Was it the spider?
You hear a knock at the door, and you hear Noros' voice. Hey, Saren, did you reach out to Eldrin yet?
She says you're having sex with Raylor.
Okay.
Are
alright,
you?
What? It's hard to hear it. Like, is it yes or no?
Slowly opens the door
Hey,
and looks out. Yeah, Eldrin, I don't think that's happening.
you don't think what's that? Are you talking to her right now?
Yeah, she thinks you're fucking What?
What?
No, I know Nora's wouldn't. This is obviously some kind of like trick. It's just
Are there multiple Noroses too? Noros,
well,
are
maybe
there more of you?
What?
What is
do you remember-
happening?
Do you remember in Honoria when they took Volmos? Volmos told me that Noros took him or no, not no. Oh my gosh, sorry. It's getting really graphic. And I really shouldn't be watching. But I mean,
Saren, are you high? What's going on?
We should ask Milo about that scrying orb. I think something's wrong with it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Your wife is watching you screw
think-
my partner. It's... Hey, Eldrin.
Wilbur,
should...
you want to come into the scene now?
I think it's perverted. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, I think Saren took something. She's in the closet.
Don't shame her for being in the closet.
No, I'm saying she's in the sending closet.
Saren, the way I'm watching and what I'm watching right now, I feel bad for you.
Who's she
Raylar
talking
is
to?
not very generous.
Eldrin, stop watching whatever you're watching. What?
I'm just looking at an orb.
I am gonna metaphorically hang up on you right now. Marvin, stop. Make it stop. Can I talk to Milo now?
Wilbur, you see Saren saying to Marvin, make it stop, and just staring up and saying, can I talk to Milo now? Noros is looking at you like,
Are you okay?
I guess I'll go find Eldrin.
You should do that. I think something's
Yeah,
wrong
okay.
with Eldrin.
Yeah, no, I know. Maybe you should come on out. You should come on out and like take a, get some water or something.
Yeah, you guys deal with everybody else.
You come on out. Brumhilda is like finishing putting the chairs in and goes, so did it work?
Well, it got me here.
Okay, great. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Something's happening with Eldrin.
Again? Norris goes, I'm on it. It's fine. I'm going to go find her.
She looks over at is Raylor in the room?
Yeah, Raylor is in the room for sure. As you see him just kind of over in the corner, just as Brumhilda's putting the chairs back. Yeah.
She goes, you didn't with Noros. Well, I
think you guys are so like in sync that he literally knows what you're talking about. No.
Mhm. Then why does Eldrin think she's watching that happen right now? Is that a
What?
thing you can see in a scrying orb?
Okay.
What?
So
How does
all right.
that work?
I know that she's not a big fan of me, but there's no reason to be sending lies around the.
You're right.
Really sounded serious, and she said it kept getting more graphic.
And she
Is
kept
that-
watching?
You know, apparently.
So it's happening right now. Well, there's Noros across the room, and
Yeah.
I'm here, and both our clothes are on.
Yeah, well, you know magic stuff. Is that something you can just like see in a scrying orb when it's not happening? We should probably stop getting stuff from
I think-
sketchy spiders
He
in
goes,
the woods.
he goes, oh, okay, yes, yeah, yep. For sure. Cursed ones.
Oh, yay, it's cursed. Like, we need more cursed objects to touch. You know, Guar touched a sword one time, and that didn't go well, so... yeah,
Sounds
okay.
like a story. Milo, you come in the scene right now. Guar, you're at the top of the stairs, too, by the way. So Milo, you're like, you've finally done with the debris. You're like all sweaty as you kind of come in.
Hey, what's going on? It's crowded in here. There's a lot of us.
Probably from Hill's
It's
gonna
gonna get better.
Don't shh.
Hey, Milo.
She's
That-
very sensitive about it.
What's
You
up
step
with
out
that
of you gotta
orb?
step out of the room. You gotta walk out of the room. There's an echo. You're talking to me, and then I'm hearing you through the. You gotta come this way.
You have to
Amazing.
be. She's very sensitive about it. You have to
Jamie,
be
take a point of inspiration
kind.
for that. That's beautiful.
I'm kind of wondering what Noros and I were talking about upstairs. What is upstairs if it's not the armory?
Yeah, it's just the bedrooms for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would say no. Yeah, you get up to the stairs. And I would say like we're gonna cut back to like 5 minutes before. It's like
Okay.
just, dude, I can't stand him, man. I can't.
What did he? What? Because he's rearranging stuff, or
He just
why?
he was asking me to like help him out.
Oh, he's just trying to connect with you, man. I know it's not. We don't care about those kind of things, but like he does, and he's just trying to show his worth. I think.
Hey, listen. I moved that table 4 fucking times.
4 fucking times.
4 times.
Wow.
And it's not a big deal, you know. Like I'm super strong, but like, just
I mean,
just put it down. I don't. We just have nothing in common. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's awful. Can you just? I'm just gonna hang out up here until like he's, until there's enough people, and then I'll.
I put a hand on Noros' shoulder. You know, the Mongoose Crew has not. On the surface, none of us have anything in common either. If you give it a chance, you might find something redeeming about Raylor. I think he has a lot to offer. We just don't know what it is yet.
Who's the Mongoose Crew?
Oh, yeah, I guess you don't know. So it's me, Eldrin, Milo, Saren, and Wilbur. And there were a few other people peppered in there as well, but they left, and it was, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. I will try. I will just don't leave
Listen.
me alone. with it.
But you're part of it too, and maybe Raylor could be too. You were one of the first people to join us outside of the core 5, and then Broomhilda.
Doubting that.
And Broomhilda came in. And
Were other people saying that I'm not a part of the?
No one's saying that, Noros. You are a part of it, okay? You're almost as strong as me, so that's good. So I think that look, I know there's definitely people I don't get along well with either, okay? And some people I get along great with, and then they're really mean for no reason, and then I don't want to talk to them for a while. But then they get, we patch it up, and everything's fine, And
You see Neuros put a hand on your shoulder. You okay?
Oh, Eldrin was just super mean. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, she's hurting, man.
She is. You're totally right. I completely understand. I just we have to band together now more than ever. So again, like I get it. You don't need to be Raylor's best friend, but can we just, and take some space, obviously get out of that room if you don't want to do interior design with him. We had people in our castle to do that for us, and it was very Spartan, and we didn't care about energy flow. We just made sure the table worked,
Right. Okay, well, I guess I'll try to find some way to, like, mingle with him or something.
Okay, don't make it too obvious, okay? Just be cool about it.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
The exact opposite.
I don't know, but most likely something the opposite of what I just said.
Okay, well, have a little bit more faith in me, Guar. I mean, I'm.
You know what?
know-
You're right. I will be behind you the whole time. In support, not in any other way.
Yeah, can we just like? I feel like the sexual innuendos in this crew is just so crazy.
It just happens.
Cut back to the scene. What? Okay, I'll go get Eldrin. Raylor, you can explain to us at some point what happened. And we'll meet back here.
Yeah, with the table.
What?
What happened with the table and why he moved it?
Oh, yeah. Everybody fill in Guar on what's happening. I get Saren, you're good, right? So you're not so Saren's not like
No.
inebriated?
Milo's orb is cursed.
No, Saren didn't move the table, right. Okay.
No, I didn't move the table right because Raylor said, well,
My what is
it
what?
was fine.
Your orb is cursed?
It's really echoey in here. Anybody else notice that?
Hilda kind of goes over and goes, Saren, you got to shut the door. And she goes and shuts the door.
Oh, that's so much better.
Cursed how? Are we like...
Eldrin's watching Noros and Raylor have sex right now,
What?
which is not happening.
Oh, is it cursed or is it just not like a real-time scrying thing?
Okay, guys,
I
we only
don't-
have like
And
That
Milo,
hasn't
like,
happened yet.
Is Raylor and Noros
Right?
having sex in the room right now with us?
I realize there's not a good time to talk about this, but I want to make sure that I specify, guys. There's only 4 rooms.
so maybe
So-
it's a future thing.
I feel like at that Norse is like, okay, I'm leaving. to
Yeah,
go
Norris is like,
that
I'm
way."
leaving. Yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, for sure.
Oh no.
Saren turns to Raylor. I wouldn't do that. I don't think Eldrin would be really into it. Let's just hold off on that for now.
No,
if
and
that
I mean,
was
like-
a thought.
It absolutely wasn't. That was. I mean, it's not.
I'm-
Norris, I'm sorry. You're a fine specimen.
He's just
any-
waving as he's walking down.
Yeah, any woman would be lucky to have. Okay, you're gone. All right.
Yeah, if
You see Noros give Guar one last look.
I think Eldrin might actually cut your tongue out if she heard you talking like that.
I was trying to. Okay, so now he's gone. The blue skin is not for me. That's the thing.
Wow.
That's
You're not here.
That's a little racist.
Yes.
Whoa.
Not cool, man.
No.
Whoa.
You're
Well,
new.
okay,
You're
no,
the new
I'm
one.
saying for me, that's just like not something that it just doesn't. Saren, don't look at me like that.
I am absolutely looking at you like that.
Does
Maybe
Milo
that
remember,
wasn't the way to phrase that.
does
Okay,
Milo remember
sure.
watching Saren and Noros make out in the orb? Because
Yeah, is this ringing any bells?
right, Milo's like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's my bro. I'm keeping it to myself.
Yeah.
There's no reason to bring that up. It's it
yeah.
may not be. It's clearly not a real time thing, but whatever.
Possible futures.
The next half hour is Raylor trying to explain away what he was
Yeah.
trying to say. Meanwhile, Noros finds Eldrin in the first place that he looks.
Mhm. Is my scrying
Eldrin-
still going?
I would say, I'm asking you.
I mean, it lasts for 10 minutes, but I don't know how I don't know. I don't know how long this cursed one actually lasts. She's in it. She's watching. She's like, what is happening?
Okay, it stopped.
Okay.
I rolled for it. Right when we'll say right when he walks in. Okay, all right, there you are. What are you? Hey, stop looking at the orb.
It was interesting.
What?
Well, at first I thought that I got him, that I got Raylor, because there was a second one of him that showed up. And then there was a second you. And I'm like, well, maybe. But then I know you, and I know you'd never ever have sex with anyone but me. So I was like, well, that's a little weird. But then I was already like halfway through it, and so I wasn't gonna look away at that point.
Okay.
Are you okay, Mike?
What? Okay. I don't know if I
You have nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'm just confused.
No, I am too.
Clearly.
This was supposed to be an orb where I saw where my brother is. You know, I was supposed to scry with it. But
So
he was there too. I was watching through his eyes. Oh, I
He
didn't
was
even
there
think
too.
about that. That's very odd.
Okay, you know that's not what happened. You know that's not real.
Yes, I know that's not real.
Okay. All right, great. Just make sure we establish that. How long did you watch it?
10 minutes.
Okay. After the 10 minutes, did you turn it off or did it stop?
It stopped.
It's on a loop.
And let me say, Raylor is very selfish. So you dodged a bullet.
Okay. Okay, you need to grab your stuff and we need to we need to meet the others in the mansion, in the house.
You're acting very odd. Usually you're a lot more open.
I'm
than
acting
this.
odd?
Yes. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed.
Well, you shouldn't be.
I'm not. I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
About me?
I don't know. Okay, no, I'm just confused. Should I shut the door? Like, what's happening here?
Oh no. It went away for a second.
Okay.
I say, no, Norris, we don't have time for that. Now is not the time.
Okay, that's fine. I just trying to figure you out. Okay.
Well, I came in here because I tried to listen to Saren, and I tried to open. I have tears that are gonna start now. I go. I tried to open up to Wilbur, and he wasn't receptive to it. And
Okay.
Saren was wrong, and I never should have. I never should have been honest with my emotions, and I was right, and I don't need friends. And then I start crying, and I was like, and then the orb distracted me.
This table's a little wobbly, huh?
Oof.
Okay, yeah, no,
It's just like Catherine all over again.
it's Catherine all over. Oh, honey, okay, that's not, okay. Why don't we all get together and,
I don't want to
Well-
talk to him.
okay,
Maybe you were right. Maybe Wilbur isn't that great, and I was wrong.
well, I'm glad you're starting to see things my way, but look, the reality is you do have to work with him, because, tall, the end of the world, that stuff, hon. I know, I understand, and maybe you'll find a better friend, or so, I rolled a nat 1, guys. It's above
And I
board.
go, fine. The only reason I'm gonna talk to them right now is because it's the end of the world. Let's just go.
Okay, all right, you need to collect your stuff, and maybe we just throw out the orb.
It's Milo's. We can't just throw away his possessions. But I won't get magical things from him anymore. I'll get them from Broomhilda.
Okay, great.
He was just really excited when I asked for a scrying orb.
Well, he definitely knows something's wrong with it now.
Okay.
Everybody knows, by the way.
Do I look like I've been crying?
Yeah.
Thank you for the honesty.
Okay. He does like destroy water on your face.
Destroy water.
The water gets sucked out from your face. You die. No. Cool. So we'll say after some time collecting your things, we cut back to the house. So what I was saying was I just didn't. I think they are a beautiful people. Right? So
I mean,
that's
culturally, clearly,
Raylor, can you just
you've made that apparent.
You're not
I just-
making
it's
it
not-
better.
Yeah,
For
no,
me-
this
just shut
This
the fuck
doesn't-
up. Just shut the fuck up.
okay.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
Do we find Huxley on our walk back, me and Norris?
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
DC 12.
3.
Cool. You do not.
Okay.
Okay. When I was younger,
No.
my
Buddy, we get it. It's fine.
I'm not sure you're gonna be able to make this better.
You're honestly doubling down so hard. You're kind of making me think you're into it a bit.
No, I'm not. No, not at all. I'm trying to
See,
explain
that would
myself.
make more sense.
Right?
You've never
Okay.
been judgmental.
Well, I wasn't
Ray-
judgmental. I'm
Ray,
just.
Raylor,
Hey, the
Raylor,
table's in a weird spot. You want to go play with that?
shut the fuck up.
All right.
Just stop while you're. The head's a wrong word, but stop before we beat the shit out of you.
Okay, we're not gonna beat the
I mean,
shit
God.
out of
I
you.
love Wilbur's like, yeah.
You know
That's
what?
a little harsh.
will,
I was just messing with him.
I will figure out a way to make this up. But for now, I will find a room and do some reading. That's what I'll do.
Okay, good night, Raylor.
So if you need me, I'll be up there.
Okay, yeah, have a good sleep.
Saren, if you.
Okay.
And
Did
yeah, go ahead.
just gonna look around. Did anyone tell Huxley to come up here?
Honestly, I can't think about anything other than the racism.
I'll tell him.
It's the perfect time because now at this point, Rayler kind of like looks. Do you need me to get him?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to talk to either of us.
Okay, good night, Raylor.
I'll
Yep,
get him.
Sorry. Door shuts.
Yeah. okay.
Eldrin and Norris,
I don't want to go back in the room. So thank you.
So yeah,
Wilbur.
we arrive.
Yes, Eldrin and Norris arrive.
I don't look at Wilbur.
Huxley, please come to Marvin.
No.
I said please.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm working on things here.
You can work on things here at Marvin.
I'm not a big fan of being ordered around right now.
I'm not a big fan of being told no. Please
Okay.
come.
Well,
We're in
why
the
don't
war
you
room.
move
There's
your
a
furry
war
butt
room.
down here and do something about it?
There's a war room here. Please come.
Say it one more time.
Please.
All right, I'll think about it.
I hate you.
Noted.
Cool boyfriend, Saren.
Um,
That was out of character.
Eldrin and Noros
I want
are
it
up
to be
there,
in
yeah.
character.
I know.
Okay,
I also wanted to be
Yeah.
in character.
That's
It will be. Just I need a minute. I need a moment. Because I didn't hear that exchange. So
Yeah.
Eldrin goes over to Milo and passes him his orb, and she said, "I think it's broken."
Yeah, people keep saying I mean, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's not scrying. Who knows? And he's just gonna put it back in his his
You
bag.
didn't-
Milo goes, have you seen any other thing with that?
I mean, I saw Duchess climbing on a mountain, which seemed weird in a snowstorm.
Okay.
And I saw Saren and Noros making out.
What? Saren?
Okay.
No.
Well, no.
That didn't happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, something's got to be wrong with the orb. Hey, and he's gonna hold it up to Broomhilda. Hey, can you like advanced identify or something this and
Yeah.
tell me what's happening?
Yep. I could do that.
What is it about Saren and Raylor that are just really really want my husband? I don't understand.
I don't
Maybe it's your husband.
know.
they're not
I-
racists. I don't know.
What?
Okay, Gwar. Sometimes he doesn't word things very well, I guess.
What does this have to do with racism?
He said something about his blue skin. He was trying to. I don't know.
Excuse
He's
me?
weak. He's in his room.
Yeah, I was pissed off too. I know.
I
But
mean,
it's cool, guys. He said he has blue friends.
well, physically, I'm only attracted to Noros. Does that make me a racist because I'm not attracted to others? I mean, maybe he just misspoke. I don't like him, and I've told
Is
him
what
that.
he said?
In a lot more words, yeah.
A lot.
Just
Lot
trying
more words.
to explain that he was not fucking your husband.
Okay, I just want to be very clear here. Saren, I know that you and Rayla are in an open relationship, and I don't judge. That is fine. Norris and I are not. Okay?
Yeah, I think we both know that. I also told
Okay.
him to not pursue that if he was thinking about it, but
He
then
was
he
thinking
tried to
about
over.
Are you
He
kidding
tried
me? He's
to
been here for
over-explain that he
Wait,
wasn't
was he
thinking about it.
or
Oh,
was
he
he
didn't
not thinking
try to
about it?
over-explain.
I saved his life, and and the first day he's here, he wants to have sex with my husband.
I don't think so.
No, he
Also,
definitely
what-
does.
Why
What
wouldn't
about
he
my
want you?
feelings being in
What's
the
wrong with
context?
Noros?
I kiss Noros.
Dude, you gotta stop doing
How
that.
many?
I was just trying to break the tension. I'm sorry.
Why are we always talking about sex? Saren,
Why?
you're always somehow bringing up orgies.
Honestly, you bring up sex more than any of us, Eldrin. Really. If we're really being honest.
Yeah, you do talk about it quite a bit.
Well, it's nothing to be
Very
ashamed of.
specifically, too. Like, yeah.
I mean,
No
And-
one.
How long did you watch
Intensity,
this
frequency,
cursed
duration.
scrying orb? By
it
the
felt
way,
rude to turn
You
it
see
off.
Noros like behind all these.
Yeah, it felt rude to turn it off. So
what do you mean it felt rude to turn it off?
So best to let him finish.
now I will say, again,
Wait,
Rayla's
who
very
finished?
selfish. I
Never
felt
mind.
bad for Noros.
Don't feel bad for me in that scenario.
I'm just saying that you have needs too, and you deserve to have them met.
That's true.
Honey, thank you guys. What
You
the
know,
fuck
actu-
are we talking about?
If the
No.
world does end right now while we're discussing this, I wouldn't be upset about it.
No, Norris,
Actually.
you curse a lot more on land than you ever did in Anoria.
I've learned.
Hell
I've been
yeah.
more. Okay, if I do this, will you stop kissing me?
No promises. I'll try, though.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
kiss Norris. I'm just kidding.
I kiss him harder.
Jeez. Kiss him, I slap him. Cool. Brumhilda's is kind of like Brumhilda has taken this time to now like find her sort of spot to sit at the table, and she's like been like just carefully and calmly just like opening her book and sort of like setting things, having like a piece of paper just like kind of like extended out with a quill ready to go, and she's just now folded her hands. Just
Just
waiting.
the teacher. I'll wait.
I'll wait. Puts 2 fingers up. Yeah.
Where's Huxley?
Wilbur was supposed to
I
take care of
asked
that.
him, listen, I asked him nicely to come to Marvin. I said, please, at least thrice.
I'm sure that'll work with Huxley.
Cool boyfriend, Saren.
You
did it.
Thank you, Guar.
you did it. You hear a voice at the door goes, to be clear, you said it twice, but I'm here.
Hey,
For
Huxley.
coming.
As much as
said-
I don't like this, where's Raylor? I feel like it's rude to keep him out of this too.
He went upstairs. Should I go get him?
I mean, if he doesn't want to be a part of the war room conversation, that's fine. I just thought he would.
He was kind of upset that there wasn't a chair for him, and then he... Never mind.
Brumhilda hears that and goes, oh, it's gonna get bigger.
I've heard that before.
Stop it. The first thing Milo says, Brumhilda just gets really mad at Milo. Stop it.
That's what
Can't
he
do
said.
that.
Maybe you've been watching that orb too much, Milo.
Yeah, man. Like, why am I always in it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was he?
Maybe Milo's the one that wants to...
Well, no, because I always want to have sex with you, my love. So it would make sense if Milo wants to as well, and that's why you saw that.
Honey, I'm starting to hear what they're picking up on the amount of times you do talk about sex.
Thank you.
We're hearing it.
I sit down across from Brumhilda. I'm ready when you are.
Go
I mean,
grab
we're just-
Raylor.
They're very prudish here on land. I feel like in Honora, where we just
No, you know
talk
what?
about things.
You talk about it weird. You're really clinical about it. I don't like it.
Milo's gonna sit in the closest windowsill, leaving an open chair.
Okay, I was gonna say at this point, Brumhilda. We'll say this happens at the same time because I love this. Brumhilda conjures up a chair. Very simple spell to do. As she conjures up a chair as Milo takes a seat. Really?
No, it wasn't.
Sit down, please.
Meanwhile, Saren's already up the stairs, and when she comes back down with Raylor, he's dragging one of the chairs down the stairs.
He comes down with he comes down to hearing Elder go, well, Guar, it is a very clinical thing, a clinical thing filled with pleasure. I don't understand what the issue is.
It's just not
Saren.
fun.
Saren, they had another chair. They had another chair. What should I do? It's in the middle of the staircase.
Just take it back up to the top of the...
Okay.
I think Norris and I have plenty of fun. What do you think, Norris?
It bangs the beams a couple times as he picks it back up, and you guys hear that in the background. Sorry. Okay.
Oh,
May I join
Norris,
you all?
I think your wife was asking if you enjoy having sex with her, as she and also talking about it in public, like a lot.
Okay, we're still
And it's
talking
good.
about
Nobody can hear us in here, huh?
No, I
Mhm.
just said that that Norris and I have plenty of fun, and then I said, right, Norris, but he couldn't hear me because of Raylor's chair.
Mhm.
this. No, I heard you.
Oh.
And I think with that, we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
No.